Hello, welcome back. I'm Andy, and today I'm going to be reviewing the book that I just finished and I've been reading for 3 weeks, Blackwater by Michael McDowell. This book I read originally in 1983 or 84 when it was published as, I think, 6 short little novels. And I read it, so that would have been like around middle school. And I kind of remembered it. I remembered it very, very vaguely as sort of a family, an eerie, southern, maybe swamp monster family. And I remembered loving it in middle school. And now, as a 51-year-old woman, there's still so much to love about it. Even it resonated even more with me. And it's like I said, it's a family saga. So it starts in 1919, wraps up in around 1970, and I got very emotional at the end. I mean, there are horror elements. There is a kind of a river monster involved. Lots of very frightening moments, scary kind of just inevitable, creepy things gonna happen. And it's set in the South, so there's also this kind of undercurrent of like very slow moving, the river. The author talks a lot about the rot of the river, and I kind of remember reading a book when I was in college, maybe it was by William Faulkner. I don't really remember if it was William Faulkner, but the whole point was this rotting corpse underneath this town. And that's kind of how you feel with this, like the river's bringing all this rot through the town. So the whole thing is just disturbing. But then there's also the family that you get very attached to. So as a 51-year-old reading this book, I was so moved by all these characters. You see them from their 20s up through their 70s. You see them get married. You see their parents pass away. You see their children leave the house. And that just resonated with me and made me feel so nostalgic. And not only for like having read this in middle school, but also just for what you go through in your life. You get married, you have children, you see people you love move away, you lose people that you love. And so that part of this book touched me more now as an adult than I'm sure when I was reading it in whatever grade, 7th grade or whenever I read it. I highly recommend this book. I guess 5 out of 5 stars. And I tabbed passages you can see that were either funny or eerie or very moving. And a lot of it was imagery back to the river. And a lot of it was like just almost like universal statements about being part of a family. And I'm going to read one passage for you. And this is towards the end. This is not a spoiler. This is towards the end. And the main character is kind of addressing the family, and they've been through so much, and they've had like this one big dinner at the end. And she says, things never turn out quite the way you think they will, but that doesn't matter, not in the least. No matter what you've gone through, no matter what you've done and suffered, no matter what horrible mistakes you've made, no matter what you've given up that you should have held on to, no matter what you've held on to that you should have let go, no matter what has happened to make you unhappy, you cannot wish for it to have happened any other way. And I'm getting emotional now, but when I read that, it just pulls you in and you just feel so connected. And I think that's one of the important things about reading fiction is how much it makes all of our experiences universal, and it can bring us all together and kind of give us a fresh understanding of one another and kind of give each other a little bit of grace and empathy. So even though this was, back in the day, a horror book, I think it transcends that genre, and I highly recommend it to everyone. Just kind of expect to feel a little sad at the end. It really gets you. Again, this was Blackwater by Michael McDowell, and I give it 5 out of 5. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Thank you.